They don't allow cameras in the courtroom, and they use that as justification to say that this judge is unbiased.
Nothing from Washington Post, their news section, is true. And none of it is news. It's all opinion. You may have forgotten this. People were saying Donald Trump fake news. Fake news, do you remember? It was started by the left. It was started by the left to say that what Donald Trump was saying and his supporters and alternative news like this show, they coined it fake news, and then Donald Trump turned it on them. That was their own word. Fake news is Washington Post.
I thought it started with Walter Cronkite, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? That's actually a good point because people say, oh, back in the days of unbiased journalism, Walter Cronkite said you could not be a journalist and not be a liberal.
Yes.
And people think, oh, it used to. No, it was more hidden because you didn't have the ability to fact check it.
Right.
They've never been honest. They don't want you to have the ability to fact check it. That's why we make all of the references publicly available. And yes, please do consider it's another month free. Well, 2 weeks free of Mug Club.
Yeah.
LiveOfCredit.com/Mug Club. All the work that goes into this. 5 hours over the last 18 hours, and we make the sources available. We're not funded by a foreign caliphate or taxpayer dollars. Sorry, as PBS refers to it, viewers like you. All right. So Donald Trump made this statement about Democrats spying on his campaign. This one's important if we're talking about, again, we're talking about a surveillance state. We're talking about abusing the law, abusing your power. Did they? Did the Democrats spy on his campaign? Here's his claim, then the Washington Post claim.
From the beginning, the Democrats spied on my campaign. Remember that? Yes. They attacked me with an onslaught of fraudulent investigations.
What is this, cameraman of Parkinson's?
Russia.
Michael J. Fox
Ukraine. Impeachment hoax number one. Impeachment hoax number two. The illegal and unconstitutional raid on Mar-a-Lago right here.
Glad it clarified where that was.
Yes, exactly. We weren't necessarily sure. I wasn't sure with the Larry Flint cameraman.
Not the other Mar-a-Lago in Vermont.
Yes.
He points to the mall sign with the "You are here."
Yeah.
Right next to the Yarn Barn.
Yes.
Right next to the Cinnabon.
Right next to the Cavenders, a great Cavenders. I get all my hats. So the Washington Post claim, they say that Trump falsely accused Obama of spying on him.
Oh,
that's their fact check.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. You'd be like, if for example, if that were true, it would be damning. In other words, a lot of the reasons that people hate Donald Trump, sure, he's bombastic. Sure, if you listen to him, you go, okay, he's egotistical. But a lot of the reasons that you may hate Donald Trump are reasons that have nothing to do with him. In other words, if he did lie and just say, they were spying on me, and there's no proof. Right. By the way, remember Watergate?
Yeah.
Child's play. I'm not a homo.
All right, there's nothing wrong, and I promise never to do it again.
He didn't really do anything that bad. Just got caught. Let's be honest. It's child's play compared to what we have today.
I love when you listen to how he talks about the race. Oh, my God. He's my favorite president, but go ahead.
Yeah, well, even worse is Lyndon Johnson, but, we won't
Yes.
do that. All right, so here's the truth. Obama and the FBI, the FBI directed by Obama, they did spy on President Trump's campaign. This is a report from The Hill. Yeah. There you go. There's a fact. The FBI wiretapped the former head of Trump's campaign, Paul Manafort, both before and after Trump was elected. Here's an important part. If Trump officials or Trump himself communicated with Manafort during the wiretaps, they would have been recorded too. This never happened. Obama never spied on the campaign, wiretapped the guy who Trump would have been in direct communication with. And by the way, you also wonder why nothing has happened with Epstein. Do you have any idea how much blackmail goes on? Do you have any idea how much extortion goes on in this administration? And that's why I think, this administration, all administrations, in the swamp, in D.C. And that's why I think Donald Trump is saying, I know what they do. I know how they come after you. And he's not taking a step back. They do this to everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. And they also said on the Russia claim, because he said that first, right? Russia. They said, they did hack the DNC servers. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And that affects Donald Trump how?
Yeah. So he
they
colluded
leaked that information, and it's like, oh Lord.
This is one of those things. It's just constant guilt by association, and it's constantly, hey, you know what? I'm going to fact check a statement that Donald Trump didn't make.
Right.
Look at what a liar he is.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm actually kind of surprised with his speech, considering how long it was and bloviating. Almost everything he said was correct.
But it never usually happens.
Which is a miracle.
Yeah.